Today we're going to set up Supermodel so we can play some Model 3 arcade games. All links will be in the description. Let's head over to download. Get the latest build. I already have it. Cancel. Then we also need the UI. I suggest you download from ZippyShare. After you've got all the files, you need to extract both. Then head over to the UI. Select all of that and move them to where the emulator is. Overwrite. Then we can clean out the rest. I just want to rename this to Supermodel. Inside the folder, you want to double-click the UI. It shows all the games supported by the emulator. Under Video, we want to set to Legacy for compatibility. Set your resolution. Mine's 1920 by 1080. Enable VSync. Quad rendering for higher picture quality. Multi-texture. Full screen. Uncheck widescreen, up to you. I don't need a frame rate. And most importantly, we need to check throttle, because some games will run super fast until you check this, then it runs in normal speed. Next is check hide CMD, then point to the folder where your ROMs are at. I have my own location, but you can also use this folder if you like. Next is sound. The audio can be weak, so we can increase it to around 150. This one to 50. And then this to 150. Next is setting up the controls. If you're using an Xbox controller, you need to select X input. I'm using a keyboard and a mouse, so I'll keep it to D input. Click Config. Two windows will open. Click the bigger window so it stays on top. Don't close the other one. Press Enter to set the key. And press the key you like as P1 start. I also want it to be Enter. We can skip player 2, so we need to press down. P1 coin, press Enter to set. The button you like, backspace. Down to skip. Service A is F1. Service B, skip. Test A, press Enter to set. And then F2 as the button. We'll keep it simple and only modify these 4 keys. We can press Q to finish and save all changes. That's it for the emulator setup. We can close this UI. It's finally time to download some ROMs. Go to Zip. We'll pick 2 shooter games. One is Ocean Hunter. I already have it. Cancel. And also Star Wars Trilogy. Next, we'll head over to LaunchBox. As always, we can import the ROMs. We go to Tools, Import ROM Files. Next, Add Folder. Browse to where my folder is. Model 3. Select Folder. Next. And then here we pick Sega Model 3. There we go. Next. And the emulator is set by default. So if it's not added yet, you can go to Add. And then browse for the application path. Games, Emulators, Supermodel.exe. And you don't need this anymore since it's already set to full screen in the UI. Attempt to hide the command line, and OK. I already have it. I forgot. So OK and cancel. Since mine is already configured, we can go to Next. Use files in their current location. Next. This is optional. Next. And then we can go force using MAME metadata because we're using MAME files, but we're not using the MAME emulator. Tick. Next. And we can import all, check none, and don't create playlists. Next. Finish. And you can see here that our 2 files have imported. Let's launch. For recording purposes, I need to set it back to window mode because my app won't let me capture in full screen. So when you first launch the game, you will encounter this page. And what you want to do is press F2, which is your test button. And then we want to go to Game Assignments. And what we want is to disable the feedback lever. Exit. And then let's go to Coin Assignments. And we want to set this to number 27. And that makes it free play. So the buttons we're using are F1 and F2. F1 for service, and that is what you use to select. And F2 is the test button to open this menu and also to enter. So let's exit. Exit.
If you will not fight, then you will meet your destiny.
The mouse is already pre-configured in the emulator, so the event button is the right click. And then left click to trigger. There you have it. Thanks for watching.